Go get her, Deucey. Go get her. Go get her. Get her. Very basic question. Very basic question here.
For that. And that, again, here's what we have done. Here's
a
what,
lot about how much it might cost, it might not cost. Who is paying for this?
Who is paying this 10,000? Where's the money coming from? Where the hell is this money coming from? Are you going to be raising taxes here? Are you raising on the corporations? Who is paying for it? It's a very, very simple question. Who is paying for it? Now, obviously, KJP here, who's not nearly as equipped as our future press secretary, Fair and Balanced, but KJP here has the answer for you. She's going to tell you who's paying for this. Listen closely. And when she's done, you'll know who's paying for this.
What we are saying is the work that this administration has done, the work that the Democrats in Congress has done,
Democrats in Congress, they're paying for it?
Is actually there, and you see that the 1.7 trillion deficit deduction that you see is going to benefit us in being able to do something for the middle class, to do something for the middle class. This is about doing something for people who make less than $125,000. $1.7 trillion. That's what we've been able to do.
But when you forgive.
What the hell does that mean? Who's paying for it? We just want to do something for the middle class. That's really nice. Who's paying? Just saying hi and thank you. We're paying for it. Yes. 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 She doesn't want to say you're paying for it.
Give debt. You're not just disappearing debt. So who is paying for this?
And then I'll give you the second part. We lifted the pause, right? We're going to lift the pause at the end of this year, which
so we're lifting the pause at the end of this year.
Is going to matter, right? Which is going to offset a lot of what we're doing as well. When you think about the $4 billion that's going to go back into as revenue back into this process of folks paying right their college tuition, that matters as well.
Who's paying? What does that mean? That matters. She's saying in December, the deferred student payments that students who have not had to pay, that they're going to start paying in December, which God knows why they're not paying now or September 1st when the current pause is ended. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, it's not God knows why they're not paying. I know why. God does know, and I know as well. And you're about to know as well, too. The reason that's extended out from August 31st to December 31st is because between August 31st and December 31st, when those payments resume, we will have elections. So with inflation going up like this, they want to make sure that they can say, come October time, end of October time, early November, hey, we put a pause. We're trying to help you. Everything's great. It's going to be great. And we're giving you this money and we're sending you this money. Literally trying to buy your vote. That's all this is. It's just buying votes. Who's paying for it? Well, there's going to be payments resuming. And those are different payments. Those are different payments. That has nothing to do with anything about who's paying for the $10,000. So, if Linda has $100,000 in student payments, student loans outstanding, and her payments have been put on hold, her student debt has been put on hold. Now we're going to say, okay, of that $100,000, we're going to take that down to $90,000. The $10,000 is going to be paid for by somebody. And she's going to also start paying back on that $90,000, not now, not before she has to vote, of course, come January. That's when she's going to have to start making those payments on it. Who's paying for the $10,000? What the hell are you talking about? It's like they know. We have literally no answer for this. We have no answer for it. She's trying to say, what she's trying to imply is, since we had this ginormous deficit that was like all the way up here, and we brought it down to here, that gives us the ability to use that deficit to pay for it. That's what she's trying to say. But she knows that's a crap answer. That's an insane answer. That doesn't mean anything. That's all this is. She has no answer. There's nothing she can say. Ducey knows it, and she knows it, and we all know it, and she knows that this is going to be a clip, and it's going to be all over the internet, and so that's why she's trying to sound as semi-intelligent as possible, and that's why it's the onus is on me to come out here and say, no, there's zero intelligence. There's not even an attempt at intelligence. All this tells me is this. What this tells me is they're not even trying to hide the ball anymore. It used to be when they were full of crap, they tried coming up with, okay, how are we going to explain this to people? Now they're not even trying to come up with a way to explain it. They're just like, you know what, we're just doing it. Who's paying for it? We'll print money. Who's paying for it? We're going to raise taxes. Who's paying for it? No one's going to pay for it. We're just going to devalue the dollar more.
So we are doing this in a smart way.
No, you're not doing it a smart way. You're doing it in actually a very deceitful way. Because you can't even admit the fact that either it's just printing money to you, which you think all the money in the country belongs to you because, hey, I have a right to print it, so it all belongs to me. That's the mindset of the government.
We're doing this in a way that's going to be effective. We're doing this in a way that keeps to the president's promise on giving people who need some breathing room, who need some.
Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Oh, but what about the children? Did anybody think about the children? These are the people who need it. Who's paying?
Bring the room. I just laid out for you. No, Peter, I just laid out for you how we're seeing this process and why this matters. Again, I just laid out because of the work that we have done for that.
Because of the work we have done. What does that even mean? I guess by that she means the work that we have done. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about, but I think she means reducing the deficit. Is that what she's trying to say? From like $2 trillion. This is insanity. It's insanity. They were only working at a $1.7 trillion deficit. So now we can go back up to that. What a stupid answer. Oh my God. It's like they really don't try.